Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Aunt Vicky, Aunt Vicky's Craft Corner. I'm thinking about trying something new on this channel. Brooke and I were just discussing yesterday things that I can do, try to branch out a little bit on my channel. And we come up with a few ideas that I'm going to give a try. The first one being, I'm going to try a new series, and it's going to be called Make It Monday. What Make It Monday is going to be about is that's going to be the day that I am going to make crafts, try to come up with new ideas, to anything to do with actual crafting, makeovers, repurposing, flips, curbside pickups, different things of that nature. That's what I'm going to try to do on Mondays. So, with that, I am going to show you what my first project is going to be. I found this at Goodwill a couple of years ago. It had a picture of a fish here that I just didn't like. So I took that off, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. So, let's see what we can do with it. I don't think I'm going to have to paint this because I am going to be covering this over. But what I'm going to have to do is it has a couple of screws here and these hooks that I'm going to have to tighten up. Get a better screwdriver. So let's go ahead and tighten these screws up. So I got that done. Now, what I need to do is I need to decide on what kind of paper I want to use. Kind of leaning toward this. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards this. So let's go ahead, place this in here. Okay, now, okay, there we go. Now, what I need is some Mod Podge. And a paintbrush. Go ahead and put Mod Podge on this. Let me scoot you all back a little bit so you can see more. Take my Mod Podge, go ahead and put it on. Not all crafts have to be over the top. Some can be just a little bit of change. Just a little change sometimes can make the biggest difference. And that's what I'm going for here. Let's place this in. Make sure it's in all the corners. Just like this. Now, what I'm going to do is try to see how, all right, I think this will work right here. So let's go here. And here. Now, let's cut this small piece. Then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Just make sure it's all stuck down. Okay, now this small piece is going to go right in here. Okay. Put a pretty good amount. I do. So let's kind of match it up here. Let's go ahead and seal it in. We want it sealed in so it won't peel off. I'm just curious, how would you guys have done this? Would you have used scrapbook paper? Would you have painted? Comment down below. Tell me what you would have done. How you would have made this different than I am. Like I said, we're all here to learn. Let's let this dry. But go ahead and wipe this off. That's how it looks. Now, don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to take this image and I'm going to place it inside my frame. I'm just going to cut it out. I'm going to place it right here. Okay, now let's place it in the center. Seal it in. And I'm going to take these little corners, have a package of them, some little corners, and I'm going to stick them in every corner. Just like so. Now, and I'm going to glue them. I tried to nail them, but the nail didn't work, so we're going to glue them. Okay. Now, so this is what it looks like. This came from Home Goods originally, and it was $24.99. Like I said, it had a print of I think it was a trout on it, and it was not very pretty, so I took that out. So that's what it looks like, hung up on my wall with a little bit of decor on it. I hung my blankets up and my vintage scarves that I got from Chris's great aunt Pearlie. So that's what it looks like. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do this. It does work. I did put a battery in it. I've already checked it out, and it does work. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the clock out. That came off, so I can clean that. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and clean this off. Give it a good cleaning. Okay. See how dirty it was? I'm going to make some chalk paint. Let me go ahead and use up this black first. And I have some homemade chalk dust. This was very tedious to do, but I have some homemade chalk paint. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some chalk, put it in my paint, and mix it up. Mix it up fairly well. Okay, that should be plenty of chalk. Here's what I'm going to do. Get me a paintbrush, and I'm just going to start painting. Make sure there's no dust on it. Just start painting it. This may take 2 coats, but I am going to distress it. Go ahead and get around this knob, this handle here. I'm going to be doing that one over as well. As you can see, it's already getting a whole new look. Don't want any bubbles. Now, let's try this. Let's put our second coat on. Do you all use a lot of chalk paint? And have you ever made your own chalk paint? Comment down below and tell me. And if you have, tell me what kind of recipe you use. This is just one I come up with. I'm not saying this is the best one. This is just the one that I've done, and I'm open to all kinds of suggestions. So comment down below with your recipe if you make your own chalk paint. We may just give it a try here on my channel. Now, I'm going to take me a wipe. And I'm just going to go along the edges. kind of removing some of the paint. And if you take off too much, you can always put more paint back on. Don't know if you can see. I'm now going to fix this handle. I think this paintbrush has about seen better days. Put a little bit of this color wash tint on it, and we'll dry it and see what this does. Now, I am going to go around the rim of this glass. This is plastic, so it needed a little touch up. Let's clean this up. Just rubbing buff off my glass. Okay. Now, let's put the glass back on, and I'll show you guys that it works. Get it in these holes. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and add our screws. So, there it is on my mantle, and it does work. Don't know if you can hear it, but it works. Here's this one. Here's this one. And here's this one. And here's what this one looks like. So I guess you could say they kind of match. Like I've stated, I think I'm going to start a couple of series. The first one being Make It Mondays, and it's going to be these kinds of things. It's going to be making crafts. So let me know how I did in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be telling you Wednesday what my next one is going to be, and then Friday what that one will be. I will tell you at the beginning of every video what they're going to be. I hope you enjoyed these. I hope you give these a try. Both of these came from Goodwill. Weren't very expensive. I think $2.99 and $3.99 a piece. This one being $2.99 and this one, the other one being $3.99. So see what you can find. Like I said, you don't have to make them Victorian. You don't have to make them vintage. Just make them however you want them. Make them farmhouse, however you want them to be. So I'm glad you come in today and spent the day with me. I hope you'll come back. I love getting to talk to you. Like I said, comment with me on your chalk paint recipe. I would love to hear other people's recipes and try to think new things. And I may, like I said, I may even try it on my channel. So don't forget to like, to subscribe, to hit that notification button, and to share my video. It really helps me to reach more people, and it helps me build my channel. Until next time, my crafty crew, come back again. Bye. Paint again. Bye.